Okay, it's up.
Funny on that program. They say a lot of work, good.
TV shows I remember watching were David Letterman.
Great. He's all right, yeah, he's good.
Dave.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Board of Education Committee of the Whole meeting for this evening, April 8th. We have a quorum. I'd like to ask everyone to please rise for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to turn it over to you.
I'll turn it over to Dr. LaRocca.
Thank you. Good evening. So at next week's regular meeting, business meeting, which will be on Tuesday, the 16th, the report of the superintendent will be given by the 4 principals related to their building goals. You will have their presentation at the end of the week. And it will be attached when it gets posted on the web for the agenda. Education committee is all consent. We will have the substitute list, a mentoring agreement, which I had written about in, I think, 2 updates ago. Resignation of a permanent sub. Any questions on Ed committee?
Any questions from the board? No questions from the board.
For the business committee, if it's okay with the board, I'm gonna move the appointment to the cleaner into consent so that it can just be all consent agenda. We have the property tax report card, which is required as part of the budget process. So does anyone have any questions on the business committee?
Any questions from the board? No questions from the board.
For the committee of the whole, as is required, we will be voting on the proposed BOCES budget and not voting for 3 members to the Nassau BOCES Board of Education. And the corrective action plan, which was in the letter that we gave for the state comptroller's audit, we have to make that official, and that has to be accepted by the board within the 90 days. So that's what this would be. But the corrective action plan is the same as the comments that you saw in the original report that we sent to the comptroller's office.
Any questions?
And then for the committee of the whole consent, we have a change to the partial hearing officer and the monthly CSE and CPSE items. I do have more, this was a short month, so we're kind of going quick, so I do have a few other items that didn't make it on to this version, but that will be added for next week. We got yesterday, or today, we got a resignation letter of a maintainer. There will be a home instruction for a student that needs required home instruction, to appoint a teacher to do that. There's an annual $1,000 donation from the New York State Insurance Reciprocal to the schools, so that donation will be on the agenda. The OTPT contract, which we had discussed last month, will be on a resolution. And there was a facilities bid that was opened
On Friday.
that will need a resolution. So we should have those for you on Friday in the weekly update. Of course, if you have any questions on those, let us know, but they're all straightforward. Do you know what the facilities bid
That
was
was,
for?
so that's part of so each director of facilities has to do a bid, and it was a bunch of different items.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's not like one particular thing. Yeah, he had a bunch of different items, it was like over 100 items. only 2 vendors bid on.
So it sounds like it's kind of like our music bid where we
Yes,
send it out.
exactly, it's like that.
This way we can make the purchases for items within the purchasing policy. Okay.
I know one thing I know is like soul, rock soul is on there, so it's a bunch of different.
Okay. And that's it. That's all I have, unless there's any other questions.
Any other questions from the board?
No, I just wanted to say that the person who designed that, the maintainer that we gave that special agreement.
Any other questions? No? Yes, that's it. That concludes the committee meeting. Thank you. Make a motion to adjourn?
Second. Moved and seconded on the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting's adjourned. Thanks for coming tonight.
All right, I'm going to the bar because my mom thinks I'm late for